SIEC Test Masters welcome you in this live session where we will going to learn how to prepare cue cards. So, to be very frank, speaking is the easiest module in your IELTS exam. Why is it so? Number one, it is the shortest module of IELTS exam. It will only consist of 11 to 15 minutes. And secondly, because this is the exam in which you just need to focus on your communication skills. Communication skills will be like on daily basis we usually speak with our friends or with our relatives and simultaneously sometimes with our colleagues, right? So this is what actually you need to do in your speaking exam. But before giving you the glimpse and before telling you that how you need to prepare for the cue card, let me give you the brief of what IELTS speaking exam is. So the very first point is that you have to go sit in front of the examiner, and the examiner will going to ask you a question related to yourself. So the very first question, it may be what's your name, where you're from, what you do, and then they will start with the what you like and dislike. So there is no practical questions will be asked. The question will be related to your day-to-day life. For example, they may ask you what's your favorite color, why it's your favorite color, do color depict the moods of a person, and so on. So if they are asking you like what's your favorite color, what will be your answer? You may say that black is my favorite color. No, you have to be very impressive and you have to speak in such a manner that the examiner will going to understand that okay, you are able to fulfill all the parameters of speaking. For example, I may give the answer that black is the color which enhances my personality, therefore I adore this color, right? So again they will ask you 5 to 7 questions in this part 1 in which you need to give the answer in 2 to 3 lines. Then they come to second part, that is cue card, which is again a very crucial part because in this for whole 2 minutes you are the one who is continuously speaking. If I talk about part 1 and part 3, it is a kind of question answer round. The examiner will going to ask a question and you need to give the answer, right? But in cue cards you have to be very particular that okay, these are the things I need to speak, and that too with the full fluency, coherence, pronunciation, GRA and lexical resource. Yes, these are the 4 parameters on which you have to be focused. So number 1 is lexical resource. Lexical resource is the vocabulary which we need to use. Instead, you may not able to use heavy vocabulary, but you can use some synonyms. For example, instead of using important, if I am using crucial or I am using vital, that is also a vocabulary which you can use. Okay. Then second will be the parameter is grammatical range and accuracy, means your grammar should be perfect. There should not be any problem in your grammar. For example, if they ask you that describe a time when you lost something important, in this you have to be very particular that you need to use past tense, and if they are saying that describe an ambition you want to achieve in future, you need to use future tense here. So this is what grammar is all about. The third parameter is pronunciation. Now pronunciation is whatever you are speaking, it should be very clear and your speech must be clear. I see that some students use very high pace while speaking this cue card or while giving the answer, which may affect their speaking, the speech. So better not to do that. And the fourth and the most important parameter is fluency and cohesion. Now fluency is you are not supposed to search for the words while speaking, you are not supposed to use fillers, and cohesion means number 1 you have to be on track, and second is you have to be very organized while telling your cue card or while giving answers of any other questions, right? But above all, we have 2 very crucial parameters which usually IELTS examiner judge, that is naturality and confidence. Now confidence will be if you are not able to make eye contact with the examiner, they will definitely going to make you more nervous. And if you are not natural, for example, while speaking you are thinking about different type of words and that doesn't come in your mind, and then you want to use some different type of grammar range and that is not coming in your mind, do not use it. Be natural. The way you communicate with your friends or with your family, you have to do the same. Now the second question may be that then what we will going to do with the lexical resource in GRA. Now that comes with practice. While you are speaking, you have to see that okay, these are the words which I need to use, and these are the things I have to keep it in my mind, right? Great. Now let's come to the cue card, that how we have to prepare. Whenever you get a question, a situation will be given to you and there will be 3 to 4 bullet points. For example, the question is, describe a person who recently started a business, and then they say who the person is, what business he started, why he started, and would you like to do the same business in future or not. So these are the 4 pointers given to me by IELTS examiner, and definitely the sheet will be given to you. Along with it, they will going to give you 1 minute to prepare with a paper and pencil, and you have to write it. Sometimes if you don't want to write it, don't write it. There is no such compulsion that you do that, right? And always start it with the general statement. Now how you will going to use the general statement? In this question, the keyword is business, right? Describe a person who recently started a business. So just give 2 to 3 lines on business. For example, nowadays a lot of people want to start a business, especially after the COVID, when we see that many people lost their jobs because of this pandemic, and now they want to start their own business so that the loss and the profit will be in their hands. Also, youngsters want to start their own startup because of their egoistic problem. They don't want to work with other people. They don't want to share their ideas with others for the profit of others. So this general statement will help me to cover my 30 seconds. And after that, you have to join it with the cue card. So you can, after it, you can say that I know, if I talk about myself, I know a lot of people who recently started a business, and here I would like to describe one of my friend. So general statement along with what I am joining together is for 50 seconds. Now how it helped me? See, it totally depends on the examiner that they want to listen to you for 1 minute or for 2 minutes. They cannot listen to you beyond 2 minutes, but I should not get less content in my mind. If the examiner stops you after 1 minute, it's totally okay. That's their call. That means they are satisfied that okay, you have good fluency and you are able to cover all the parameters. But if they are listening to you for 2 minutes, make sure that you should not take a pause or you should not stop. So my 50 seconds has been completed. Now I have 4 bullet points which I need to complete. The first was who the person is, then what business he started, why he started, and would you like to do the same business in future or not. The fourth parameter, the fourth bullet point, that is always related to you. Sometimes you have to explain your feelings. Sometimes you have to say that why you need to do that. Always extend that. So I can say, but here I would like to talk about one of my friend. Her name is, whatever the name you can take. Recently, my friend started a business of clothes on online platform. As we all know that after the pandemic, the shopping habits has been changed. Now people want to do online shopping rather than physical shopping. That is why the business of online shopping is gaining momentum, right? Then you can say that although it was his dream to start her dream to start a business, but the most important major reason that why he started the business is because of the job pressure. As he was in sales department, a lot of pressure was there on his shoulders to meet the deadline, which is actually hampering his health, right? So after it, now the point is that why I would like to do the business. Along with that 50 seconds and with the content which I told you right now is for 1 minute 30 seconds. Again, I have to cover the 30 seconds. So in this you can say, if I talk about myself, I would really love to do the same kind of business because of n number of reasons. Number one is that I am from a business family. I think that I can do much more good in business as compared to job, because I think that I have those skills. My parents are there to teach me and to give me teach me that how to learn those skills. After that, nowadays it is a problem of ego as well, and I feel that although I do not have that ego problem, but yes, why should I give my reasons to other people for their own profit? Third is I'm a kind of lethargic personality. I don't want to do a job from 9 to 5 or 10 to 6. I want the clock to run according to me. So these are the reasons I would really like to do the same kind of business, and I think that yes, I have a fashion sense as well, with the help of which I can do very good in this business, right? Now one question is that why I am able to speak so fluently. This is because whatever I am speaking, I am just imagining it in my mind, right? That okay, some person, so I do not have any such friend who recently started the business or any such kind of things are there. In short, you just need to create a story that what all sort of things I can relate with the help of this business. So this is, I think, the pro tip which usually many students gain profit with the help of this, is that you are imagining while speaking. Once you start imagining while speaking, you will definitely not going to fumble, definitely you will not going to search for more words, right? So in this 1 minute you will be able to prepare more. I hope I am very clear in this cue card, and if you have any doubts you can comment on this video, or you can follow our Instagram page and you can write the query there as well. Now before ending this session, let me tell you that we have part 3 as well. In part 3, that is known as follow-ups question, where they will ask you question related to yourself. Related to the cue card. So the question is follow-ups. They ask you that what sort of business are famous in your country, is it easy to start business in your country, and so on. So one thing, always keep in mind that they will definitely not going to cross question you on your answer, right? So I hope I am very clear, and stay tuned for our more videos and live sessions. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.